Hey guys, so for tonight's daily update we're going to cover a question which has been asked a couple of times, in fact a number of times over the last couple of weeks, which is what exactly is the storyline of the movie. Now we're not going to go into too much detail of the plot of the actual 50 minutes that make up the film itself, but we're going to fill people in on a little bit of the backstory and a little bit of the overall plot just so they know what they're looking at when they see all the updates. Basically, the premise is that there's a zombie invasion in the UK 10 years before the start of the movie. And we're talking slow, old-school George Romero zombies. Massive infection rates, huge evacuation to northern France, where refugee camps are set up to look after the survivors. Obviously, the zombies are landlocked, and no infection, fortunately, gets out to the rest of Europe. And eventually, through private investment, a NATO-led force, Americans, French, Germans, and British, retake mainland Britain. And it all starts off with Z-Day, which is D-Day in reverse, as people are landing. They start landing in Dover and taking out the zombies, retaking London, and then the rest of the campaign spreads out and retakes the major power centres of the UK. The idea is that obviously it's a very, very expensive campaign, and as they get down towards the southwest, the campaign starts to lose momentum, and the money behind the whole campaign basically sits back and says, look, there's not really anything we need in the southwest, it's just a bunch of farms, let's just build a wall and we will keep all the zombies out. Now the ulterior motive here is that the research facility owned by the company who funded the war springs up just next to the wall because they now have a perfect playpen in which they can test weapons on the zombies, and they can also start to try and see if they can control the virus, see if they can turn it into a weapon for themselves, whether they can take control of it and spread it. They hire a unit of veterans from the zombie war, and this unit is called the Dartmoor Rangers, and basically their job is to go over the wall and to test these weapons on the zombies, to take samples, conduct experiments on the zombies. So they are a black ops unit. Basically they're totally secret from the public. The public don't want to know that anybody's still in contact with infected zombies. And of course all the zombies are still slow at this stage, so this unit goes backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards in these covert ops. The movie itself is about a trainee unit, well, they're the MacGuffin, they're the plot point. A trainee unit on their first active mission, they go over the wall and they find out that, the shit has hit the fan and the virus has changed. And the plot of the movie is all about the veteran ranger unit going in to rescue this unit of rookies and try and find out exactly what's gone wrong, which is that the zombie virus is mutated, and now, as you'll see from most of the trailers and the clips and the updates we're putting on, the zombies are now fast. There's a little bit of a commentary on what's happened to zombies in cinema over the last, 70 years basically, 70, 80 years. How they've gone from these slow, shambling old things to incredibly fast, incredibly scary, infected. So that's the plot in a nutshell. So you've got a few big set pieces there. We've got a massive wall which spans from coast to coast, which is mounted with... I'm not going to tell you actually what it's mounted with. You'll find out when you see the finished movie, and you'll probably get a couple of sneak peeks over the next 4 months worth of updates on the visual effects. That's I think that's about as much as we want to let on for now. So hopefully that'll do for tonight's update, and we'll catch you tomorrow.